Today we're going to talk about to grow or not to grow. Why do some people's hair grow very long and other people's hair not grow much at all? When I was growing up, everybody had an afro, and my afro only grew to, say, something like this. But if people knew Michael Jackson's afro was here and Foster Silver's afro was here, I never understood that. But let's explore why. And we have here Maria, who works with us, has beautiful hair, and you can actually calculate from measuring from the scalp to the end of the hair how old this piece of hair is. Okay, really fascinating stuff. Okay, so first you have to know, as Maria knows, that most hair is in the growth phase. It's called anagen. There are three phases: anagen, catagen, telogen. Forget about the C word, the T word. We concentrate on anagen. Most of your hair, 80%, is in the growing phase. Some is in the shedding phase. That's why when we comb our hair every day and we get all that hair in the comb, no big deal, because it has to shed to regrow again. But how fast should your hair grow? The book says about 1/2 inch a month. Okay? So what that leaves us with is roughly around 6 inches a year. Now, some people will say, I don't care what I do, I use fancy shampoo. I know people ask you all the time, Maria, how do you grow your hair like this? What do you say?
I don't know.
You say shampoo, and then they go buy the same shampoo, and what do you know? Their hair doesn't grow that long.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on is everybody genetically has a cycle, a predetermined cycle of how long their hair stays in the growth phase. It can be as low as 1 year to as high as sometimes 6 years. So if somebody's hair stays in the growth phase for 1 year and then stops and starts again, the longest their hair will be is what? About 6 inches. So we measured Maria's hair. Her hair has been growing out to here for, I forget how many years now. What do we figure out?
4.
5 years? 4 or 5
4
years. Her hair, these strands are 4 years old. Now, what can you do? Say if you didn't inherit to have a growth phase that lasts 5 or 6 years, how can you make your hair grow longer? The easiest things are good nutrition, good care of your hair, and you don't want your hair to have breakage, because what will stop you cold in your tracks if your hair breaks. If you have a lot of breakage, then that'll overcome the growth cycle. If you've been blessed with just having a good growth cycle where your growth cycle is 6 years, it's hardly anything she can do to mess this up unless she just does something ridiculous, right?
Right.
I mean, she'd have to do something ridiculous. But other people whose growth cycle is shorter, you have to protect every inch you have. So avoid breakage. So I just want to clear it up. I don't care what vitamins, what hair shampoos, whatever. Some people have a natural advantage. If you don't have that advantage and you know your hair grows to a certain length, then you have to protect it and avoid breakage. Other than that, it's not much you can do. Just get a nice style and be happy. It's Dr. Yates.